Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Forex Technical Market Update for October 27th, 2015. And in front of us, I have a chart of the euro versus US dollar. And yesterday, I spoke about the fact that the euro could test this trend line, this broken trend line here, and then continue downward. So that's what looked like it's happening this morning. If you look on the 4-hour chart, you see that the market went just shy of the daily R1 at 110.82. The high on the day was actually so far 110.78, and the market is selling off slightly. So what I'm looking for is to see if we continue to get a decline in this region with the euro. This market, as I said yesterday, has been in a consolidation for a while. So when the market does break, this break could be fairly swift and could be fairly violent. And this is where the money is made in the Forex market. Not so much when it's consolidating, but when the market really starts trending, and you have to prepare for the trend. Taking a look at the British pound versus the US dollar, we see that there's a minor triangle here on the 4-hour, and this triangle is being broken as we speak. And to redraw it a little better on the 4-hour chart, let's say that's a triangle, and the triangle is being broken on the 4-hour chart as we speak. And this could definitely spell further losses for the British pound versus the USD. On the daily chart, sometimes my charts are a bit off in terms of the lines, but on the daily chart, its triangle looks like more like this. So that is definitely being broken, and the next area of support on the British pound is 150, 151. For our Forex income system members, we're actually short this market, and we're looking firstly for the market to break the 151 level, and if it does break the 151, for it to head down to the 148 level. Taking a look at the Japanese yen, I spoke about the triangle. The Japanese yen. I spoke about the triangle, and the market is coming down to test this breakout point. It's slightly below the breakout point at this point in time, but we are going to see if support comes in the market, and if it does come in the market, then the next area of resistance is up near the 122, or let's call it 121.80 level in the USD versus Japanese yen. Taking a look at the Swiss franc versus USD, as you can see, this is a triangle that developed on the daily chart. It's a pretty big triangle. Let me just give you the weekly chart, and now let me give you the daily chart. And what seems to be happening? The market is breaking out of this triangular consolidation pattern. And this could, if the market does break clean, we could see a retest of this 102 level. And recall, early in 2015, we did get a massive spike down in the value of, or spike up in the value of the Swiss franc. Because this is USD versus Swiss franc. When this is down, that means the Swiss franc is increasing. So we did get a massive spike in the Swiss franc, and the market is slow. It looked like it slowly want to get back to that area where the market did spike to. So this is definitely a triangular consolidation pattern we're looking at. And as I said, the evidence of the various currency pairs just seems like we're headed for a breakout, and we're headed for a trending environment. How to take advantage of that? Our Forex income system members are long the British pound versus the Swiss franc, and you could see that we're in a uptrend essentially. Since May or so, the market has been waving upward. So we are going to continue to hold this position. The profit is probably about 100 pips or so at this point in time. We're going to hold this position to see if firstly we can clear we can clear the 151.18 level and then the 154 level. So we're going to keep an eye out on this particular position. Moving on to the Australian dollar. Australian dollar is weak this morning, as is most USD currency pairs. We did get a slight break to the upside of this triangle. Let me just redraw the triangle in the Australian dollar. So what could happen is that this market could come and retest the base of this triangle. Now, because we're in a broad downtrend, I would be hesitant to go against this trend, because you can see we're in a fairly strong downtrend with the value of the Australian dollar versus the US dollar. Now, a market that could show some promise, and our Forex income system members are also involved in this market, is the Australian dollar versus the New Zealand dollar. We see that this is since September or so, this market has broken down, and we look to see if we get further losses in this currency pair. The next area of support is 106, and if we do break 106, we could see further losses into the 103 level. Bearing in mind the low that was made earlier in the year was at $1 even, so there is some room for this to fall if it continues to fall. Looking at the euro yen, another position our income system members are short the euro yen, and this is moving down nicely. Support is in the 132 region. Support is at 132.23. And I'm looking to see if the market can break this area, and if we experience further losses. So as I said, interesting times coming up in the Forex markets, and it just seems like we're breaking out of a lot of these ranges, and there could be some profit potential here. Just to update you on the stock market, we did remember I spoke about the fact that we are in a W situation with the stock market, and I said that from when the market was about here, the market has come up and broken resistance. A W in the market is, as you can see, this a W pattern, which is fairly bullish. So the market broke this pattern and is heading to the upside. Resistance is at in the 210, this SPY S&P 500 ETF. Resistance is at 210 and at the all-time high near 214. And because we're coming up to the last quarter of the year, the stock market normally performs fairly well. Personally, with our portfolio that we manage, we are long this market also. Okay, so that is an update of what's happening with the different currencies. And if you'd like to take advantage of these moves, you can click on the link below to get subscribed, because it seems like there will be interesting times ahead. Thank you very much for listening, and have a wonderful day.